Windows, okay? I mean, I'm a nice guy. Like, if I saw a Chromebook shivering in the cold as it sat abandoned on a Best Buy demo rack, I'd feel bad for it. But given that there are Windows laptops and MacBooks that can do everything a Chromebook can do and more, I just haven't seen any reason why I, or pretty much anyone else who has real work to do, would ever consider getting one. That is, until now. Because bam! Yep, that is a complete Windows 10 installation running inside Chrome OS. Absolutely perfect. I like Chromebooks now. They're great, and so is our sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by NiceHash. NiceHash is the largest hash power broker. Rent out your computer when it's not in use to crypto miners and get paid immediately in Bitcoin with NiceHash. You can learn more at the link in the video description. But not so fast, Chromebook lovers. You can't run Windows on just any old Chromebook that's lying around in a third grade classroom. This is the Acer Spin 713. It's a Chromebook for big kids. It's got a Core i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, a nice high-res 3x2 display, a 10-hour battery, and a military-grade aluminum chassis, whatever that means. But really the big boy pants that it wears to the party is that it runs Chrome Enterprise, a suite of business-focused extra features like advanced security protections and device management. For now, Enterprise Chromebooks will be the only devices that you can officially infect with Windows 10. That's because this unnatural union is actually a result of a partnership between Google and Parallels, the company that's best known for running operating systems inside other ones using virtual machines. But make no mistake, Google isn't simply allowing Parallels to bring Windows to the unwashed masses. No. This alliance is meant to help Chromebooks replicate, in the business world, the success that they've had in education. And what better way than a sweet, targeted exclusivity deal? Now that's not to say that running Windows apps on Chrome OS is a new idea. Options already exist for doing just that. The problem is that they're at least a little janky. The best one is Crossover, which lets you run individual Windows apps through the Wine compatibility layer for Linux. But the apps that we wanted to install using Crossover weren't in their official list, and the installation got stuck every time. When you compare that to this, well, right off the bat, Parallels gets points for just running. When you full screen this VM, its resolution dynamically adjusts, and if you never bump the screen edges with your mouse, you might just be able to delude yourself into thinking this is just a regular Windows laptop. If it wasn't for the confusing keyboard layout and the really low screen refresh rate. As strange as it is to say though, once you get used to that choppiness, overall performance is actually not bad. The Windows 10 version of Geekbench delivered only a slightly worse score than the Android version using the same hardware here, and Photoshop was a lot better than it was on Microsoft's own ARM-based Surface Pro X. You might even be able to do some video editing in Premiere if you keep the preview quality low. Of course, these types of tasks are more specific to our needs as media professionals. For enterprise users, the ability to run fully featured versions of Microsoft Office will be far more attractive, even if it's not quite as attractive as you'll be with our sick merch from lttstore.com. Parallels also offers cross-OS integrations that sweeten the experience. Shared folders are set up by default, so you can easily access any file from either operating system. Chrome OS printers are automatically accessible in Windows, and you can also add Windows-only devices if you want. You can even set Chrome OS as the default browser in Windows, so links will open in a new tab outside of Parallels, because using Chrome inside a Windows VM, inside Chrome OS, would be a little silly, wouldn't it? While there's clearly some optimization that still needs to happen, the fact that a Chromebook is running a full-fat installation of Windows 10 at all is a big deal. Chrome OS has never supported fast kernel virtual machines, presumably because Google's original vision for the Chromebook was as a simple portal to the web, not as a bloated computer that you could defile with something as clunky as Windows. But that vision has apparently changed, as has the hardware. Parallels owes its Chromebook venture to the fact that newer Chromebooks are coming with specs that would have been absolutely unheard of in the early days. They're not just for students and the tech illiterate anymore. They are for serious business too. And serious business, frankly, requires something more than a Celeron. Of course,